All right, we're go on day 21. Um, I was off today. I had all the time in the world to study some artwork, and we didn't do that. So here we are, once again, having not studied anything, yet still trying to pursue this getting better in 100 days despite that. Because we like to punish ourselves. So we're just gonna go for broke. We're not gonna. I think we're gonna try to focus a little bit more today on like actual dialogue rather than just me sitting here in silence, really focusing on the drawings. Because that doesn't seem to be doing me a whole lot of good either. Man, where is the center of this? Center of this circle. So there. I was actually in the middle of a movie. I kind of lost track of time. My floor is shaking right now. Interesting. I was in the middle of a movie while I was folding some laundry, and then I looked and I was like, oh gosh, if I finish this movie, I will miss my art project for the day. Project, that's a strong word for it. Um, so we did this. What did I do today? I drummed. I own a drum set. I think I've talked about that before. And I laid out in the sun, my backyard, for like an hour, just shy of an hour. Um, I checked out Final Fantasy VII Rebirth from the library last week or the week before that, and I finally got it started. Holy crap! Got started on that game. I don't understand this whole line art thing. I'm just being honest. I'm sure if you've watched me, you know that. Um, I read a few chapters from a book called it's like Five Broken Blades or something like that. I'm on like chapter 4 or 5. And took a nap. Talked to my friends a good amount. Was hoping to get outside today and go do something, but I didn't have anyone who could take me. I can drive, by the way. This should be obvious. I have a nice car. I can drive. But I wanted to go out to like a lake or a river or something. But I didn't have anybody who could take me. And I didn't want to pay for parking because I don't get paid till tomorrow. And I'm paranoid about money. Um, so I didn't want them going out, which is fine. But I bought a kayak last year. I think again I mentioned. Um, it was clearanced at my job for $100, and it's normally like 230 to $300. So I was like, well, I gotta buy that. You know what I mean? And I did, and it has not been out of the box yet. I've opened the box, but I have not taken anything out. Or something. I don't know. Let me still on layer 1. Oopsie. Oopsie. So that was kind of like what my plan was for today, and it didn't happen. I'm supposed to go float the river again next week. I believe we talked about doing that last Wednesday. However, those plans are not like super solid yet. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen with them, to be honest. It may not happen at all. Which if they don't, I guess that's fine. Might just happen with one other friend again. Not the same one as before. I don't think he's going to be able to come. Oops. Tomorrow I'm hosting a get together at my place, which is why I actually had a movie on, is so that I could focus on cleaning. I don't have a whole lot that needs to be cleaned, but I cannot focus on cleaning if I don't have like a movie or a show or something on in the background. I feel like I'm only making this worse, by the way. But what do you do? Stop? Yes. Am I gonna? No. Let's turn this off. Yeah, we're doing a party at my place. One of our friends is leaving the country for a couple months. And she's not old enough to drink. So I'm having a little last hurrah karaoke party for her. Because she likes karaoke even though she's too embarrassed to say it. I'm supposed to have a lot of coworkers over, which is going to be cool. So I have to get the house prepared because I live with 3 other dudes who have a hard time consistently picking up after themselves. So I am the maid of the house. Pay the bills. I pay for all of their rent too. They send me their rent rather than using the app to pay for it themselves. Only one of them pays for their own rent. And he did it because I told him I was tired of losing money transferring from Venmo so that I could pay it in time. So I said download Cash App and he said no. I'll instead just pay for it myself. And I said that works too. Whatever makes you happy. You know? You know what I mean? So, yeah. Oopsie. Um, my brush is huge. That's crazy. So, that's really why I was cleaning. And that's why I had the movie on. Because, like, I keep my space pretty clean. But I always like to double down on sprucing up when people are going to be at my house. And by that I mean I have to have it perfectly clean. That makes sense. That line's bad. Um, it's just white white. I don't want white white. I don't know what I'm doing. We're just going for it anyways. Oops. It's weird to me that like blend is just like soft fingertip. You know what I mean? Whatever. What we should do now is at least add a little bit of color here. Got some friends that are going through some personal stuff right now. Basically all my best friends. I had talked about that yesterday too, but yesterday was pretty quiet because I was really focused on the drawing and it wasn't even that good. So what's the point of focusing if we can't be good? Was just like really crappy for me because I'm supposed to be the sad guy and they're supposed to be like the happy ones, you know what I mean? I don't love that. I think that's too, it's a little too blue. Let's try like there. Yeah, I think that'll be better. Um, and I'm selfish and it's all about me. So I just need them to figure their stuff out so that I can be the sad one. That's my job. Wait, was I drawing on layer 2? Frick. How many times am I going to do this before I learn my lesson? We ask this question every single day. Yeah. I mean, like, it's weird because I'm not sad about relationship stuff. I'm just sad. But they all have, like, relationship issues. And I'm like, man, that's wild. What's it like to be in a relationship? It's been so long. I don't even remember anymore. I was actually confronted by a coworker about that yesterday. They're like, "Why are you single?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And they're like, "Why are you single?" I'm like, I don't know if I understand the question. And they're like, "Why do you not have a girlfriend?" And I was like, "Well, I don't really know if we should be getting into this on the clock." You know what I mean? I was like, that's kind of like a very personal question to be asking me in front of a bunch of strangers who are coming through my line. Um, and I respect that, like, you mean it in a good way. Like, I think. Because you're complimenting me and being like, there's no reason for you to be single. You're a nice guy and everybody here likes you. And I was like, be that as it may, I am still single because, I don't know. It's hard to not be single. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy to go down to a bar and pick up a stranger, but it's hard to make a stranger be somebody important in your life. You know what I'm saying here? Does that make sense? Holy cow, why am I so zoomed out? Just zoom in, brother. And I'm not really like the hook up at a bar type or meet strangers type. So makes it a little bit more cumbersome for me to become unsingle, aka get in a relationship. And that's totally fine because it's not for everybody to do that kind of thing, and I'm definitely not everybody. This is a well documented phenomenon that I am not capable of being everybody, as I am barely capable of being myself most days. So, yeah, I was like, I don't know if we should really talk about this right now. But it's not that I don't have confidence to get in a relationship. Just there's a lot of other things. Like I don't like meeting strangers, and I would rather become best friends with somebody and then fall in love with them because I'm a hopeless romantic. And uh, the people that I could possibly show interest in are in relationships, last I heard. And I am not the kind of guy who would try to get in the middle of that just so that he could have some piece of the pie. You know what I mean? So we just mosey on along. And something either comes up or it doesn't, and that's all okay. That's all okay. Now, oops. So we just play the waiting game, and something will either happen or it won't, and so be it. That's really all there is to it, you know what I mean? You just dip your toes in the sand and enjoy the warmth you feel there. And then if something happens and the beach or the ocean is no longer infested with sharks and you can make your way in, then you do so in a calm, steady fashion. And if it never does, well, at least you got to hang out on the beach, right? Right. And that's really that, you know. You just be the best person you can be. And if someone winds up being interested in you and the cards fall into place, you take the shot. And if they don't, what were you going to do anyways? It was all probably wishful thinking in the end. Or something. I have no idea. There it is. This eye looks so bland. You know what I mean? Like it's got all this color and it still looks so bland. Why is that? There's not enough going on here. So let's go back down. Is it layer 3? Yes. And make a new layer here. Oh, I'm on an eraser. Let's get like a different, let's get some sort of brush for this. I was just on that one. Watercolor maybe? That has done nothing for me. Oh God. And then I don't think that's doing anything. I mean, like it's literally doing something. but not in like a meaningful way. Why does blend just like remove it entirely? You know what I mean? I don't get it. And why is this not blurring at all? Gives it a little bit more personality, I guess. I don't know. Let's go back down to our layer 2 and add some lower eyelashes. So there's like a thin film here, and we'll have eyelashes off of that. See, I feel like when I try to have like some sort of rhythm here, it just looks really stupid. Maybe it's because I'm doing too much. Like, what if I did like that? And then another little one. And then we had a little space. A small something here. I don't know. Like, something is literally better than nothing, but I'm not sure that this really is better than like a market improvement. Why is this hard or not hard? Oh, it's because I have the hardness turned off. Like, I'm really struggling here and erasing stuff with my hard brush. I forgot yesterday that we swapped it. Now what happens if we do something like this, where we go isn't there like a mirror thing. Because that's not really what I'm wanting. You know what I mean? I was thinking like I could mirror it, but it doesn't work now that I think about it. Because I don't think that's a thing, first off. You just have flip, right? And flip doesn't work because the eyeballs are not aligned in the center of the eye. I don't know why this is chugging my computer right now, but it is. So that doesn't work. So let's just delete this. We've got an eye. In half an hour, yet again, we drew one thing moderately successfully. I actually really like the lighting on this eye here, and then I just added something else because I felt like it needed it. And I like the colors that are in the eye. I like this blue, I like this blue, I like this blue, I like the white blue stripes. um I don't mind the shape of the eyelashes, but it's not smooth, right? Like this comes out too much and this dips before it should. I like that it has this curve, but it feels like this comes out maybe a little too far, or maybe this needs to go out deeper. I don't know. Um, that's life for me lately. A lot of not knowing. Um, Day 21. A lot of not knowing. I actually feel like day 21 is written really smoothly, and the rest of this is written really terribly. But I guess really just like put a cap on what I'm talking about. A lot of moving parts. My friends are all sad with relationships, and I'm sad without a relationship. I'm sad because my work life is bad because I let it be that way. And I've become dependent upon the people in my life to make me happy rather than finding happiness myself, which is why we kind of started this whole drawing thing, is because I thought maybe if I can draw something I always wanted to do that could make me happy, but I'm not actually like giving enough of myself to it to be successful, which makes me more unhappy than it brings happiness, which is something I guess I gotta figure out, right? Because now I'm at the point only 21 days in where I was at like on day 200 something of my streaming every day that I did years and years and years ago, which is like I just don't want to do it. I don't want to draw because it's not fun. I don't want to record the video because it's not fun. I'm like, I could do something that I enjoy more for 30 minutes than this. Um, but I said I was going to, so here I am doing it anyways. Um, yeah. Hopefully tomorrow we come back with some higher notes and some better art, but no promises. And I don't have a whole lot of what's the word for it? I don't believe it's gonna happen. I guess there was a word I was gonna use. It's eluded me, so I would just be straight. I don't believe it's gonna happen because I'm not putting in enough. So yeah, we'll see you then.